Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is x plus y, this is equal to 6. Let's call this equation 1. X times y, this is equal to 6. Let's call this equation 2. So what is the value of x? What is the value of y? Now let's provide a solution here from equation 1, which is x plus y, this is equal to 6. So let's make x to be the subject of the formula so that we have 6. X is equal to 6 minus y. X is equal to 6 minus y. Let's call this equation 3. Let's substitute equation 3 into equation 2. Equation 2 is x times y. This is equal to 6. So let's substitute x, which is 6 minus y, multiplied by y. This is equal to 6. So let us expand this. 6 times y, this is 6y, minus y times y. This is y to the power of 2. This is equal to 6. Now let's take 6 on the left hand side so that we have 6y minus y to the power of 2 minus 6. This is equal to 0. Let's rearrange this equation so that we have minus y squared plus 6y minus 6. This is equal to 0. Now let's multiply both sides by minus 1 so that we have minus y squared times minus 1. This is y squared, then plus 6y times minus 1. This is minus 6y. Then minus 6 times minus 1. This is plus 6, and this is equal to 0. Now to solve for y1 and y2, we introduce a quadratic formula, which is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2 times a. So let's substitute the values of a, b, and c so that we have negative. The values of a here, we have 1, b is equal to negative 6, and c, this is equal to 6. Let's substitute a, b, and c so that we have negative 6 plus or minus the square root of negative 6 squared, then subtract 4 times a, which is 1, then times c, which is 6, everything here divided by 2 times 1. Now here we have negative times negative 6, this is 6, plus or minus, we have the square root of minus 6 squared, which is equal to 36, minus 4 times 6, this is 24, divided by 2. So this is equal to 6, plus or minus the square root of 36 minus 24, this is equal to 12, divided by 2. Now here this means we have 6 plus or minus the square root of 12, which is the square root of 4 multiplied by 3 divided by 2. So here we have 6 plus or minus the square root of 4, this is equal to 2, then square root of 3, everything here divided by 2. In the numerator here, we have that 2 is common, so we can factor out 2, so that we have 6 divided by 2, this is 3, plus or minus 2 square root of 3 divided by 2, this is root 3, close the parentheses, everything here divided by 2. If we simplify here, this means that y1 comma y2, this is equal to 3 plus or minus square root of 3. Now this is to mean that y1 is equal to 3 plus square root of 3, and we have y2, this is equal to 3 minus square root of 3. Now let's solve for the corresponding values of x1 and x2. Now from equation 3, we have x is equal to 6 minus y. So we can solve x1, this is equal to 6 minus y1, which is 3 plus square root of 3. And this is equal to 6 minus 3 minus times plus 3. This becomes negative square root of 3. And this is to mean that here we have 6 minus 3, this is 3 minus square root of 3. Now this implies that we have the first set of solution here, x1 comma y1, this is equal to 3 minus square root of 3 comma y1, which is 3 plus square root of 3. This is the first set of solution that we have. Now let's proceed to solve for x. Now x2, this is equal to 6 minus y2, which is 3 minus square root of 3. So this means we have 6 minus 3, this is 3, minus times minus square root of 3, this becomes plus square root of 3. Now we have x2, comma, y2, this is equal to 3 plus square root of 3, comma, we have 3 minus square root of 3. Now this is the second set of solution that we have. Now the next step is to check if these two set of solutions A satisfies the equation. Now we have that x plus y, this is equal to 6, this is equation 1, and we have that x multiplied by y, this is supposed to give us a value of 6, this is equation 2. Now let's check x1, comma y1 by using equation 1 here. So we have 3 minus square root of 3 plus 3 plus square root of 3. This is supposed to give us a value of 6. Negative square root of 3 plus square root of 3, this simplifies. Then 3 plus 3, this is equal to 6. And this is equal to 6. This is to mean that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this proves that x1, comma, y1 satisfies the equation. Now let's check x2, comma, y2. If this satisfies the equation, let's use equation 2. Now we have 3 plus square root of 3 multiplied by 3 minus square root of 3. This is supposed to give us a value of 6. So we have 3 multiplied by 3 minus square root of 3, then plus square root of 3 multiplied by 3 minus square root of 3. This should give us a value of 6. So 3 times 3, this is 9, minus 3 times square root of 3, this is 3 square root of 3, then plus square root of 3 times 3, this is 3 square root of 3, then minus, we have square root of 3 times square root of 3, this is square root of 9, and this is supposed to give us a value of 6. Negative square root of 3, negative 3 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 3, this simplifies. Then we have 9, subtract square root of 9, this should give us a value of 6. So this is to mean that 9 minus square root of 9, this is 3, this should give us a value of 6. 9 minus 3, this is equal to 6, which is equal to 6. The left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this proves that